According to some genre scholars, yes, those exist, a heist film has to have three elements to be considered as such: the plan, the execution, and the consequences. I'm no scholar, though I did went to film school. Yes, you may groan. I'd say that just as important as the structure are the tropes that make the heist. Getting the band back together, the cat and mouse game, the reversal of fortune. Heists are my favorite genre of film. Besides road movie and whatever Cronenberg's Crash is. They buck the trend of the lone hero's journey, so prevalent in Western media. Heists tell inherently collective stories about competency porn. So, you're telling me, highly talented people get together for a common goal to steal from a rich a-hole who has it coming and get away with it? And to top it all off, police and authority figures are also portrayed as antagonists? Absolute cinema. The heist as a genre has a lineage stretching all the way back to the Great Train Robbery. Although some say the genre truly came into its own in the 50s, it was in the 30s that one of its greatest influences appeared: the Hays Code. Formerly, the Motion Picture Production Code was an attempt at self-regulation, or rather self-censorship of the content of Hollywood films, that lasted almost 40 years. Key among those restrictions was the inclusion of negative consequences for any criminal act. That's why in the original Ocean's 11, not even old Blue Eyes himself and the Rat Pack at the peak of their popularity could get away with a caper. If that sounded like boomer gibberish to you, just think of it as the equivalent of Bad Bunny and BTS doing a heist. Years pass, new Hollywood enters the picture. The code is relaxed and finally discarded. And wouldn't you know, it's the 90s! Enter screenwriter Ted Griffin. He is hired to write the remake of Ocean's 11, and he is not a fan of the original, and so decides to make a lot of changes. Chief among those changes is that they should get away with it. The code was dead at this point, but the heist was still being informed by all those heists with bad endings: Thief, Heat, Point Break, Reservoir Dogs. Ted's idea is kind of subversive at this point. So they get together, they make a movie, and this little avant-garde film grosses $45 million at the box office in 1999 dollars. And as it exists in a time before streaming, it has time to become popular on cable and home video. Bada bing, bada boom. A whole generation of viewers grows up with Ocean's 11 as a template of what a heist should look like. After Oceans, if a robbery is sad, it's not a heist, it's a crime film. The subversion becomes the template. Brief aside, I find it very rich that the story circle guy thinks heists are dumb and formulaic when he literally uses the same circular structure for every episode of his TV shows.